There's a reason every story about the Appalachian Mountains sounds unfinished, because none of them end where you think they do. I didn't realize that until I noticed the pattern. 5 incidents, 5 locations, all within the same stretch of Virginia's Appalachians. A missing camper who heard his own voice calling from the woods. A search team that came back without remembering who they lost. An abandoned coal road where the residents never aged. A fire tower still transmitting decades after it was shut down. A sealed mine with fresh welds and fresh footprints. Different years, different people. Same mountains. I work for the State Archive now. Quiet job. Logging old reports, ranger logs, mine inspections. I wasn't supposed to connect anything. Just digitize, tag, move on. But the language kept repeating. Voice heard. Radio malfunction. Unmapped access road. Personnel discrepancy. Area of fields wrong. And always at the end, no further investigation recommended. I started overlaying the locations on an old topographic map. They formed a ring, a boundary. Inside it were the highest ridges, the oldest hollows, the places settlers abandoned first and never returned to. The locals had a name for it, buried in oral histories and half-recorded interviews. The Keep. The mountains weren't haunted, they were occupied. The truth is, Appalachia doesn't kill most people, it reassigns them. Fire towers weren't built just to watch for fires, they were listening posts. Every missing lookout heard the same thing eventually, a voice on the radio asking them to confirm conditions. Coal roads weren't just supply routes, they were arteries, ways in and out for things that needed labor. The mines weren't sealed because they collapsed, they were sealed because the work never stopped. And the woods? The woods were how it learned your voice. I found the oldest record dated 1783, a settler journal. 1 page survived. The mountain speaks back. It knows my name now. The final report, the one no one was supposed to read, was written in 1991 after the last fire tower disappearance. It wasn't marked confidential. It was marked continuation. It explained everything. The Appalachians are too old to be empty. Something lives in them. Not a creature, not a god, but a system. A presence that requires human structure to persist. Workers, watchers, residents. When a position becomes vacant, the mountain fills it. That's why the replacements look almost right, why the voices are slightly off, why the radios never stop transmitting. That's why the woods call your name. They're checking availability. I stopped researching after that, tried to forget. Then last night, during a storm, my power went out. My emergency radio clicked on by itself. Static at first, then a familiar voice. Mine. Can you confirm your location? I didn't answer. The radio kept going. We've been short one for a while. Outside, the wind moved through the trees like footsteps. Then my phone buzzed, a notification from the archive system. New assignment uploaded. Location, Jefferson National Forest. Role, observer. Status, pending acceptance. The woods don't want you dead. They want you useful. And if you've listened to all these stories, if you've followed the roads, the towers, the tunnels, then you already know too much to walk away clean. Somewhere in the mountains, something just learned your voice. If you made it to the end of this story, then you heard it too. That quiet moment where everything clicked into place. Like the video, but don't linger here. Some things notice when you stay too long. Subscribe if you want more stories from the places maps don't explain. And if the woods ever call your name, don't answer. They're not asking, they're assigning.